Good evening, everybody. Welcome to First Responder Broadcasting and the coverage of Georgetown Eagle Boys basketball live here on the SHN Network. I'm Wally Harmon, alongside my producer, Jerry Ann Harmon, here at Cedar Park High School as the Georgetown Eagles get ready to do battle with the Cedar Park Timberwolves here tonight. The Eagles coming to the ballgame 2-2 on the year after a tough loss on Monday of Thanksgiving week, last Monday on the 20th against San Marcos down in the AT&T Center. It was a ball game down there. Talked to Kai Canfield a little bit ago before warm-ups and talked about it was a physical game there against the Rattlers down at AT&T Stadium. And Kai took a blow and an elbow to the nose. No broken nose, so no mask required. Kai said he's good to go. But said it was a tough ball game against a good San Marcos Rattlers basketball team. Everyone getting a chance to play for Georgetown there in AT&T Stadium there where the Spurs play on last Monday night. And now the break is over and back to action. And what a week it's going to be for the Georgetown Eagles tonight here at Cedar Park to take on the Timberwolves. And then the schedule gets busy. Thursday there will be a ball game at 7:30 p.m. 6:30 p.m. on Thursday night against Lake Highlands. And I'll probably mess that up. I think it's 7:30 p.m. It's the Jack Frost Tournament for 2023. It is going to be underway Thursday between Georgetown High School, Eastview High School, Wagner Middle School. All the gymnasiums will be going. But Georgetown will play on Thursday evening against Lake Highlands, and then on Friday they'll have a noon ball game against Lake Belton and a 6 p.m. ball game against the Leander Lions. All three of those ball games will be at Georgetown High School in the main gymnasium, and we'll have the call live here on the SHN Network and bring you Georgetown Eagle basketball each and every game this weekend. Saturday's schedule will be dependent on how the pools play out on Thursday and Friday, and we'll update those as best we can on a Friday evening at the Leander ball game to bring you Georgetown basketball on Saturday. It could be any of the gyms, be it the small gym, the big gym there at Georgetown High School, over at Eastview at Wagner Middle School. And so just stay tuned to social media, Eagle Fight Basketball, and we will bring it to you as well, First Responder Broadcasting on our Twitter account as well. And so just look for all those updates as the Jack Frost Tournament is underway. Lady Eagles will be playing as well. They have a Thursday doubleheader, I believe at noon, and then an evening ball game, and then Friday a night game, and then Saturday they'll play depending on how their pool plays out as well. But the Jack Frost Tournament, one of the best in the area, and it has been going for many, many years, and it's a big tournament that Georgetown hosts each and every year. So we'll be live there on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So join us live in the gymnasium if you can. If not, listen to it live. Watch it live here on SHN Sports, brought to you by First Responder Broadcasting. Got to make sure we give that shout-out. First Responder Broadcasting is able to bring you Georgetown Eagle basketball this season due to the great sponsorship and partnership with Mack Hike Ford and Lincoln in Georgetown and Mack Hike Chrysler Dodge Ram Jeep there in Georgetown. They are your sole sponsors of Georgetown Eagle Boys basketball this year to make this possible, and we appreciate them. Please go out and see them. We do all of our Jeep maintenance at the Mack Hike Chrysler Dodge Ram Jeep dealership there in Georgetown, one of the best around. And so go out and visit them and thank them for their sponsorship of Georgetown Eagle basketball here on the First Responder Network. The Georgetown Eagles are coached by head coach David Canfield in his 7th year at Georgetown. Assistant coaches Peter Stackman, Kyle Gandy, and Brad Bresnahan. The Eagles sit at 2-2 on the year. The first ball game of the year back on November 11th, they beat North Forney on the road, and then they went to play Aikens High School down in South Austin on the 14th of November, and a tough loss in overtime, 87-81. And then they went and hosted a game on the 17th of November and took on the Del Valley Cardinals and beat them 66-54, and then lost on Monday night at the 20th at AT&T Stadium to the San Marcos Rattlers. Tonight, the Cedar Park Timberwolves come into the ballgame. They are 0-4 on the year. Head coach Blake Brown, assistant coaches Ben Faulkner, Jace Hudson, and DeAndre Hogg. They come in 0-4. They are at a 5A Region 3 District 25, along with Leander, Lockhart, Rouse, Lehman, Hayes, Liberty Hill, and Glenn. Head-to-head, Cedar Park leads this head-to-head battle between the Timberwolves and the Eagles 12-9. Last year, these two teams played, and they split back in 2022 on February the 8th of 22. Cedar Park beat Georgetown 49-38. On January 14th of 22, Georgetown won it 55-38. So they split the last two, and Georgetown looking to right the wrong after they lost the last head-to-head matchup in February of 22 to these Timberwolves and try to get above 500 to the 3-2 mark before the Jack Frost tournament. The Cedar Park Timberwolves starting lineup was not ready. I talked to Coach Brown, and he just said, I don't know yet. And so we will bring it to you when they announce the starting lineups here to start the ball game here in a few minutes. And instead, we'll bring you the Georgetown Eagles starting lineup. At guard, a 6-foot junior, number 1, Q-Ron Presley. Presley, the point guard for your Georgetown Eagles. At shooting guard, the 5'9 senior, number 13, Kai Canfield. At the wing, a 6'1 senior, number 21, Cooper Christensen. At the other wing, a 6'6 junior, number 25, Ryan Dupre. And the man down low to start the ball game, the 6'9 junior, and number 44, Evan Mayhew. So the Eagles will bring Presley, Canfield, Christensen, Dupre, and Mayhew to start the ball game. Superintendent, Georgetown High School in his first year, Dr. Devin Padaville. Principal is Mr. Brian Johnson. Athletic Director of Georgetown ISD. Athletics is Jason Dean. Athletic Coordinator at Georgetown High School is Chuck Griffin. The athletic trainers, Chad Hennessy and Vanessa Rodeau. The student trainers, Aaliyah Diaz and Harley Jones, and the student assistants, Lucas Reichlich and Michael Lawrence. Georgetown on the season averaging 65.5 points a ball game, allowing 67.3. 2-point field goal percentage, are shooting 54.4% on the year. Behind the arc, only 23.8 in the young season. Free throw percentage of 56.7% for the Eagles. The Cedar Park Timberwolves come in averaging 46.8 points a game, allowing 57.5. The Georgetown Eagles, a lot of their major scoring on the season has come in the third and fourth quarters, where they average 18 and 19.8 points in those two quarters, respectively, only averaging 13.3 and 12 points in the first and second quarters. And so when Georgetown, though, in their 4 games here early in the season, when they have more turnovers in the ballgame, they're 0-2. When they have less turnovers, they are 2-0. So we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll do the national anthem, and then we'll bring you the starting lineup for Cedar Park after we get that, and we'll be ready for Georgetown basketball. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, the national anthem and more action here on the SHN Sports Network. We'll be right back. back here live at Cedar Park High School. Sorry about the delay, having to get their starters in the book. At starting for the Cedar Park Timberwolves at guard, a 6'1 junior, number 2, Christian Faulkner. At guard, a 6' senior, number 4, Ethan O'Connor. At guard, a 6'2 senior, at guard, a 6'2 senior, number 10, Jordan Honahan. Number 11, a senior, Drew O'Connor. As the Cedar Park Timberwolves tip it into the front court, Faulkner has it. Top of the key, kicks it right wing. Drew O'Connor now up top to Honahan. He'll shoot the straight on three. Off the back iron, no good. Long rebound to Williamson. He'll put it up off the glass. Can't get it to go. Tip free into the hands of Faulkner. He'll kick it out. And O'Connor drives in, throws it up off the black gas. No good. Mayhew will tip it over to Brian Dupre, and the Eagles have the ball. Push it up. Christensen down from the left block. Puts it up, contested, and gets it to go. Cooper Christensen with his first 2 in the ball game. And the Eagles lead it 2-0. Faulkner across the timeline, off a screen, down to the left elbow. Circles back out, up top to Drew O'Connor. Swing it around. Faulkner has it Ethan O'Connor gives it up top. Faulkner fires a 3. It's long, no good. Williamson with the long rebound. Cedar Park resets with 7:05 left. Cutting pass to Faulkner. His layup is up and in. Nice move there. Nice pass. Faulkner for the first 2, and Cedar Park ties it up 2 apiece. Q Presley left wing goes down low to Mayhew. Left block. Nice pass. Assist for Q Presley, and Evan Mayhew has his first 2 points of the ball game. Georgetown leads it 4-2. 6:45 left, first quarter. Left wing. Ethan O'Connor up top into the hands of Drew. Back to Williamson, left wing. He'll fire the 3-pointer, and it's good. Williamson knocks down his first 3-pointer of the ball game. Cedar Park takes their first lead, 5-4. 6.5 minutes left. Q Presley drives left wing, gives it off to Christensen. Up top to Kai Canfield. He'll hold there, looks to drive on Faulkner, does, and then kicks it out. Presley right baseline, but he'll be fouled there. And the foul on number 4. It's going to be called on Ethan O'Connor on the reach-in against Q Presley. So Ethan O'Connor's first personal foul, first team foul for the Timberwolves. Eagles have it. Canfield has it right wing. Up top to Dupre. Shakes his man into the lane. Down low to Mayhew. Right block. Fakes up Williamson. Gets him up in the air. They're going to call it on the floor before Mayhew took the dribble and went up underneath the basket. And that'll be the first foul on number 14, Kalen Williamson. His first personal foul. Second team foul for the Timberwolves. Now Christensen inbounds for the Eagles into Mayhew. He'll spin right block, goes up, puts it up over Williamson, and it comes to rest, jammed up on the rim, and it's a jump ball, and it should go to Georgetown. Let's say it's a jump ball, alternating possession. The opening tip went to Cedar Park, so Georgetown will get it. But Mayhew's soft touch, and it just locked between the rim and the backboard. And so the jump ball goes to Georgetown. They whistled Williamson, I guess, with only a 2-point bucket on that one. They have it 4-4 on the scoreboard. So we'll reset there. 4-4 tie ball game. Canfield right baseline. Has it, dribbles against Faulkner off a screen into the lane. Reverse layup, throws it up, can't get it to go. Williamson with the rebound for the Timberwolves. Faulkner ahead to O'Connor on the left wing. Backs it out to Faulkner. Faulkner will drive down to the left block. Doubled up there. Tries to get rid of it. Does to Williamson up top of the key. He'll fire a straight on 3. It's long, no good. Rebound down to Mayhew for the Eagles. Mayhew hands it off to Q-Ron Presley. He throws it ahead to Canfield, and Canfield can't handle the pass. It's on the inline. Turnover on the Eagles. And the Cedar Park Timberwolves will get the ball back. 5:25 left here, first quarter. 4-4 the score. As the Timberwolves, Faulkner brings it across the timeline. He'll go left wing into the hands of Drew O'Connor. Up top to Honahan. Right wing in the hands of Faulkner against Dupre. He'll go back up top. Honahan has it. He'll go right wing to Williamson. Right wing left open, and he'll fire a 3 and knock it down. Mayhew doesn't get out there, and Williamson knocks down a 3-pointer. His second bucket of the ball game. Dupre will take a left wing 3, and it is off the rim, and it will be hauled in by Williamson for the Timberwolves. 4:45 remaining, first quarter. Faulkner pushes ahead, kicks it over to O'Connor, but he's whistled for a travel from the right corner. A turnover on the Timberwolves, and the ball given right back over to Georgetown with 4:42 left, first quarter. 7-4 is the score. They gave Williamson just a 2-pointer on his first basket. So a 7-4 lead for the Timberwolves. Canfield up top to Christensen. He fakes, drives all the way in the lane, goes up and under, and the ball is going to be blocked out of bounds off of Drew O'Connor. So the Eagles will inbound. Underneath their own basket, Christensen inbound, does to Mayhew, right block. He'll get Williamson up in the air, go up and off the glass, and Mayhew with 4 quick points here in the first quarter. Cuts the lead back to 1 now for Timberwolves, 7-6, 4:21. Williamson has it left wing. He'll take another three-pointer. It's on the way and good. He looks to his bench and celebrates, as now he has 8 points in the quarter, and it's a 10-6 lead for the Timberwolves. Christensen up top to Canfield. He'll look and drive all the way in. Canfield will be knocked to the floor, and they'll call the foul on Faulkner, I believe it is. It's going to be on Faulkner. That is his first personal foul, third team foul on the Timberwolves. Canfield will go to the free throw line for the first time in the ball game. Canfield, 21 of 30 from the free throw line, 70% on the year, as he goes for the first time in the ball game tonight for 2 shots. First one is off, no good. Some substitutions here in the ball game for the Timberwolves. In comes number 21, Reed Vines, along with number 3, Thalen Nelson. And one more sub on the far side. I believe it's number 5, Nabil Ismail. As Canfield drains the free throw here, and a substitution for Georgetown. That'll be number 12. The 5'10 junior Adrian Brown checks in for Kai Canfield. Also into the ball game for the Eagles is number 2. That's Landry Bouillon. And number 3, Charles Johnson. Ismail has it left wing into the hands of Ethan O'Connor. O'Connor dribbles against Bouillon. Now swings it around. Honahan kicks it over. Three-point taken by Thalen Nelson from the left wing, and he knocks it down. Kick it ahead quickly. Bouillon will drive in, right block, dump it down low to Dupre. He puts it up contested, no call there, and it's into the hands of Vines, and here come the Timberwolves. 3.5 minutes left, first quarter, and they lead by 6. Vines looks to drive, kicks it out to Nelson. He'll drive in, kick it back out, and a deep three from Honahan, right wing. It's along off the rim, tracked down in the corner by O'Connor. He steps on the sideline there. It'll be a turnover on the Timberwolves as he was pressured by Bouillon in the corner. And so the Eagles will get it back after the Timberwolf turnover. Now another substitution as number 23, Hayden Gonzalez, checks in for the Timberwolves. 13-7, Cedar Park leads it over Georgetown. 3:10 left, first quarter. Bouillon, right wing into the hands of Presley, steps in, 18-footer on the way. It's short, no good. Rebound by Ismail for the Timberwolves. He'll dribble up, kick it across the timeline to Nelson. He'll drive all the way into the free throw line, but a foul whistled on the floor. And that's going to be on Landry Bouillon. That'll be his first personal foul. So Landry Bouillon gets his first personal, first team foul on the Eagles. And the Cedar Park Timberwolves will inbound on the far sideline in front of the Eagle bench into the backcourt to Nelson. Thalen Nelson, the 6-foot junior, kicks it over to left wing into the hands of Gonzalez. He'll go up top to Vine, swing it around. Ismail, right wing, looks to drive, kicks it out. Nelson, the lefty, fires another three. It's an air ball, but Gonzalez gets the backside rebound, puts it up, and gets it to go. Hayden Gonzalez knocks down his first attempt, and it's a 15-7 lead now for the Timberwolves. Quickly back down. Presley tries to go low, but his pass is tipped away by Reed Vines. So the Eagles will have to inbound with 2:32 left, trailing by 8, 15-7. Charles Johnson inbound for Georgetown. Gets it in to Q Presley down in the corner. He'll dribble up to the wing. Dribbles there against Ismail. He'll go up top to Brown. Now into the hands of Bouillon. Right wing into the hands of Johnson. Johnson up top to Presley on the right wing. He'll look to drive. Gives it off Charles Johnson. Up top to Bouillon. He looks to drive. Kicks it out. Johnson right baseline three on the way. Good. Rattles in. Charles Johnson knocks down his first shot of the ball game. And that's a big shot there to break the scoring drought for the Eagles. Cut the lead back to 5, 15-10. Ismail up top, left wing. O'Connor fires the three. It's long, no good. Rebound Charles Johnson for Georgetown. He'll push it up across the timeline for the Eagles. He'll kick it over to Q Presley, left wing. He'll drive through the lane, kick it down low to Dupre. He finally wrangles the pass in and goes up and off the glass for his first two. Ryan Dupre will score it there, and Georgetown's cut it back to a 3-point deficit now with a minute 35 left. Kick it out. Ethan O'Connor fires a left baseline three, and he'll knock that one down. That's his first points of the ballgame, and the lead right back up to 6. Bullion down, drives baseline, tries to kick it up top. Bynes gets the steal, and here comes Cedar Park with a minute 15 remaining first quarter. Gonzalez, he'll take it all the way in, up and under, and gets it to go. And that's going to be a quick timeout by Coach Canfield. 1:12 left, first quarter, 20-12. Cedar Park has the 8-point lead over Georgetown. Quick timeout, we'll take it with them. Georgetown basketball continues on the SHN Network in just a moment. Out of the timeout. Having troubles with the computer scoreboard to get it back up. Mayhew back on the court, right wing to Bullion. Kick it out, Canfield in the right baseline, fakes the three. He'll dribble up towards the wing. Skip pass left side to Brown. He'll reset with 58 seconds remaining in the quarter. Bullion has it right wing, now to Canfield. Canfield holds there, looks for help as he's doubled up. Goes down to Mayhew on the baseline. Mayhew turns, backdoor cut by Brown. Shot blocked on the backside by Ismail. And here come the Cedar Park Timberwolves with 45 seconds and an 8-point lead, 20-12. Nelson dribbles right wing, up top to Ismail. Eagles in a zone defense here. Nelson up top, Ismail. He'll take a straight on three. It's short off the front rim, no good. Rebounded by Gonzalez, kicks it out. Now down low to Williamson. Back out to number 1, Penland, who checked in. He drives baseline, kicks it out to Williamson, left wing. Skip pass right wing, Nelson. Back to Penland, right baseline three. Fired off the backboard, no good. Rebound by Mayhew for Georgetown. 18 seconds remaining. Canfield will bring it across the timeline and slow things down. Right side picked up by Nelson. Near midcourt, 10 seconds remaining. Goes right wing to Brown. Back to Canfield. 6 seconds remaining in the quarter. He'll dribble past Nelson. Kicks it out. It's stolen away. Gonzalez has it with about a second remaining. A half-court shot on the way. It's off the back iron, no good. And the first quarter comes to an end. 20-12. Cedar Park leads it over Georgetown after one complete quarter. We'll try to reset and bring you more Georgetown basketball live here on the SHN Sports Network. We'll be back in just a minute. Out of the time or the break for the second quarter. The Eagles will be on defense here. Cedar Park will inbound with this 8-point lead, 20-12. Faulkner goes right wing. Ethan O'Connor now into the hands of Drew O'Connor. Drew back to Ethan right wing, into the hands of Williamson. Fakes the three, goes down low to Honahan. He's doubled up. His pass is tipped away. Georgetown comes away with the steal, and it's on Q Presley. Against Q Presley. Nope, they're going to call a jump ball as Faulkner reached in. Not Faulkner, that was going to be Ethan O'Connor reached in and tied it up into Presley's hands. And so the jump ball back to Georgetown. They'll have it with 7:40 left in the first half. Trailing by 8. Presley across the timeline. Canfield down low to Evan Mayhew at the free throw line. Tries to spin, kicks it out to Presley left wing. Fakes the deep three, looks to drive in, cuts down low to Mayhew. The ball is free on the floor, a scramble for it, and another jump ball there as Christensen reaches in and ties it up against Ethan O'Connor. And the alternating possession goes to the Timberwolves after that jump ball. So back and forth we go. 7:23 left here in the second quarter. 20-12, Cedar Park with the 8-point lead. Now drying up some moisture on the court after bodies hit the floor there. Georgetown back on defense as Faulkner will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Right wing into the hand of Ethan O'Connor. Now to Drew, into the lane to Honahan. Back to Ethan. He'll fire a three. Long off the back iron. No good. Batted free. The rebound comes into the hands of Faulkner, and he'll lay it up and in for the Timberwolves. Faulkner now with 4 points in the ballgame. The lead 10 now for the Wolves. Across is Presley. Right wing. Gets a high screen. Picks up the dribble there. He'll get it up top to Canfield. Reset. Christensen left wing. 6:50 remaining. Presley drives in. Kicks it out to Canfield. He'll drive right baseline. Tries to go up, and he'll be fouled there. And then Faulkner whistled for that foul call there on the Timberwolves. That is going to be his second personal foul, fourth team foul. Or first team foul. On the Timberwolves, Kai Canfield will go back to the free throw line where he's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First free throw this time is good for Canfield. 22-13, Georgetown trails by 9. 6:46 left here in the first half. Canfield's second free throw on the way is good. And the lead back to 8 now, 22-14. Inbound. O'Connor to Faulkner, now to Honahan. Skip it ahead. Ethan O'Connor, right wing, dribbles down, right block jumper, up and good. Ethan O'Connor now with 5 points in the ball game. And the lead back up to 10 now, 24-12. Right wing, Presley will take a three, and he'll knock it down. Q Presley, his first points of the ball game. A big three there. Cuts the lead back to 7 now, 24-17. 6:10 left here in the first half. Faulkner dribbles across the timeline, up top to Honahan, right wing, into the hands of Drew O'Connor. He'll go up top to Faulkner, left wing, Ethan O'Connor. Baseline to Honahan. He'll dribble towards the wing, up top to O'Connor. Now into the hands of Faulkner, up top to Honahan. He'll look to drive, kicks it to the right wing to Faulkner. But Faulkner was about to backdoor cut there. Turnover on the Timberwolves. Georgetown will get it back. And first time into the ball game comes number 15, the 6'1 junior, Isaiah Capers for Georgetown. And Ryan Dupre back in the ball game. Mayhew and Bouillon will check out. Presley inbounds to Christensen. Now back to Presley. He'll bring it across the timeline. 5:48 left first half. Presley left elbow. Gets it to a backdoor cut by Canfield, and he's fouled on that back cut by Ismail. That'll be Ismail's first personal foul. Second team foul on the Timberwolves, and Canfield back to the free throw line. First free throw is good for Kai Canfield. Canfield now 4 for 5 from the free throw line. And make it 5 for 6 as he knocks that one down as well. 24-19, Eagles trail by 5, kick it ahead. Dupre will go up, an illegal screen there by Williamson, and that's a great call. Good defense there by Dupre, and Williamson knew it. He had it immediately as he turns around and heads the other end. Williamson's second personal foul as well. Third team foul on the Timberwolves. Now the Eagles have the ball. Coach Brown arguing with the official that made the illegal screen call. Presley across the timeline. 5.5 minutes left here in the first half. Canfield right wing, up top to Capers. Left wing Presley gives it off to Christensen. He'll get a screen from Dupre. Tries to go low to Dupre. Have to go up top to Canfield as he fights through to get the ball and dribbles to the left wing. Now looks to drive on Ismail. Cut off there. But a traveling violation whistled on Canfield. Turnover on Georgetown. The ball back over to Cedar Park. With 5:14 remaining in the first half. 24-19, Cedar Park leads it by 5. Ismail will bring it across the timeline. Capers picks him up, drives in, kicks it out. O'Connor shoots from the left wing. His shot no good. And there's the third foul on Williamson. You left him in the ball game, and he picks up his third foul as he went over the back of Ryan Dupre. Good block out there by Dupre. And that'll bring in a sub for the Timberwolves. That's going to be Noah Kim, the 6'2 senior. Williamson leaves the ball game with his third personal foul, fourth team foul on the Timberwolves here in the second quarter. 5 minutes remaining. Presley across the timeline. Right wing into the hands of Canfield. Down to Capers on the right baseline. Back to Christensen, right wing. Dribbles off of a screen. Looks to go baseline. Now back up top. Gives it off to Presley. Presley will dribble off a screen by Capers down to the free throw line. Kick it out Dupre, left wing. He'll fire the three. It's off the iron. No good. Presley, a backside rebound, and he's knocked to the ground there. And that's going to be on number 10. That's Honahan. That'll be his first personal foul. But that's going to be the 15th foul. So the rest of the way here in the second quarter, Georgetown will be shooting 2 free throws on all the fouls with 4:41 remaining in the second quarter. Q Presley will go to the free throw line for the first time in the ball game for his 2 free throws. Presley on the year, 47.3% from the free throw line. Knocks down his first one. Q now with 4 points in the ball game to lead back down to 4, 24-20. 9 for 19 from the free throw line. Coming into the ball game was Presley. This free throw on the way, good as well. So Presley starts out hot from the free throw line. Now 5 points in the ball game to lead down to 3 for Cedar Park. Across the timeline, Ismail comes to the left wing for the Timberwolves. Up top, Vines, right wing into the hands of Honahan. Covered by Presley, looks to drive. Tries to kick it up top, but a foul whistled on Georgetown as Christensen had the steal on the pass. But there's going to be a foul whistled there. And that's going to be on Q Presley. That's his first personal foul, first team foul on Georgetown. Inbound. O'Connor on the baseline, gets it into Ismail, right baseline. Up top to Vines. Left wing, Honahan has it. Looking for a cutter, goes to Ismail, right wing. He'll set up and take a nice three-pointer. And Ismail knocks it down. His first points of the ball game. And the lead back up to 6 now. Presley drives in, tries to go low to Dupre. The ball knocked free. And the Timberwolves come away with it. Ismail left side, drives all the way in. He'll go up over Capers, and they'll ball the blocking foul. So a chance at an and one here for Ismail as he took it all the way to the left block. Capers tried to draw the charge. They'll call the block on Capers. That'll be his first personal foul, second team foul on Georgetown. And that'll send Ismail to the free throw line for a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. 29-21. An 8-point lead with 4:02 remaining first half as Ismail sets up at the free throw line. Free throw on the way is good. So now 6 points in the game for Ismail. And the lead back to 9, 30-21. Presley gives it off to Canfield, right wing. He'll push Presley through, dribble up top to Christensen. Christensen back to Canfield, right wing. And a whistle here on the near sideline. They'll call the turnover on Georgetown. Didn't see what the call was, but Georgetown turns it over. And there's a traveling violation called on Christensen. Christensen will come out of the ball game. Coming into the ball game for Georgetown is Ronald Proctor, the 6'2 senior. He'll check in for the first time. Kim has it, left wing for the Timberwolves. Up top to Honahan. Right wing to Ismail, covered by Proctor. Now up top. O'Connor fakes it, dribbles to the left elbow, stops and pops a jumper. It's no good. Long rebound to Honahan. Kicks it to O'Connor, left wing. He'll fire a three. No good. Rebound tip free. Honahan comes up with it. Back out to O'Connor to Ismail, right wing. He'll dribble into the free throw line, kick it out. Left wing, Vines has it. As he holds there, he'll dribble up top, give it off to Ismail. 3:20 left here, first half. 30-21. Cedar Park by 9. Down to Vines, left block. And then he runs over Proctor. Over Capers. So the offensive foul whistled on number 21, Reed Vines. His first personal foul, but the offensive foul, no free throws for Georgetown. So with 3:13, Georgetown will get it back. Trailing by 9, Presley across the timeline. Dribbles right wing. And then whistled for a traveling violation. He was going to pass it to Canfield, and Canfield was about to backdoor cut. So a turnover on the Eagles. Gives it right back over to the Timberwolves. Vines into Ismail across the time. Ismail, right wing to Honahan. He holds there against Presley. Now up top to Vines. Vines looks to backdoor drive, drops it down low. O'Connor's backdoor bucket is good. Ethan O'Connor knocks it in now with 7 points in the ballgame to lead up to 11. 32-21. Presley straight on three-pointer. In and out, no good. Rebound by Honahan for Cedar Park. He'll give it off to Ismail, and here come the Timberwolves with 2:40 left in the first half. An 11-point lead. Ismail, skip pass. O'Connor, right block. He'll go up against Proctor. Can't get it to go, but draw the foul on Proctor. And Ethan O'Connor will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Ronald Proctor gets his first personal foul. Third team foul on the Eagles. O'Connor with first free throw good. (33-21). O'Hanahan will check out. Gonzalez checks back in for the Timberwolves. Vines will check out. O'Connor's second free throw is up, no good. Rebound Capers for Georgetown. Kicks it ahead to Presley, left wing. Gives it off. Down low to Proctor. But it's knocked out of bounds by Penland. It would check back in. Now back into the ball game comes Thalen Nelson for Ethan O'Connor for the Timberwolves. 2:27 left first half. 12-point lead for the Timberwolves, 33-21. Dupre in front of the Timberwolf bench will inbound to Presley. Q dribbles there against Nelson. Gives it off to Proctor, right wing. Over to Dupre. Dupre looks to drive on Kim. All the way down to the left block. Puts it up and off the glass and good and fouled. Chance at a three-point play for Ryan Dupre. The bucket goes. The foul whistled. They're going to call it on Hayden Gonzalez, his first personal foul. Evan Mayhew will check back in for Capers for Georgetown. Dupre now with 4 points in the ball game. A chance to make it 5 here with the free throw. Free throw is up and good for Dupre. Now with 5 points in the ball game. And the lead cut back to 9. 2:15 remaining in the first half. Timberwolves have the ball. Ismail across the timeline. Gives it off to Gonzalez. Right wing to Nelson. 33-24. Cedar Park by 9. Ismail left wing. Up top to Nelson. He'll hold there. Back to Ismail left wing. Eagles in a zone defense. Penland has it right wing. Kicks it over to Ismail left wing. Down to Nelson. Left baseline. Drives in. Kicks it up top. Penland, the lefty, fires a three. It's short off the front iron, but the rebound taken down by Kim. Kick it out. Nelson fires a three. It's no good. Long rebound. Ismail tips it free, but the Eagles come away with it. Canfield has it for Georgetown with 1:40 remaining in the first half. Canfield across the timeline. Top of the key. Looks to drive, but a blocking foul whistled on Gonzalez as he tried to cut in front of Canfield. That'll be Gonzalez's second personal foul. That will send Canfield back to the free throw line. Canfield, 5 for 6 from the free throw line of the ball game. First free throw here from Canfield. He'll get the kind roll and knock that one down. 33-25, an 8-point lead. Chance to make it 7 if Canfield can knock this one down, and he does. Nothing but net. 33-26, a minute and a half remaining in the first half. Ismail across the timeline for Cedar Park. Right wing into the hands of Nelson. Up top, Ismail. Eagles in a matchup zone here. Up top, Ismail. Back to Nelson, right wing. Up top, Ismail. Back to Nelson, right wing, and he'll quick fire a three. It's going to be no good. And Evan Mayhew gets the rebound, gives it off to Proctor. And here come the Eagles. 1:10 left in the first half. Presley, right wing. Skip pass to Dupre, left wing. Fakes him man. Now keeps it out top, up to Proctor. Proctor loses handle of it. Ismail comes away with the steal, and here comes Cedar Park, but he loses it. Dribbled it off the back of the foot of Presley, and Canfield comes away with it for Georgetown. 52 seconds remaining in the first half. Canfield will slow it down for Georgetown. Give it off to Presley, left wing into the hands of Dupre. Looking for Mayhew. Now Dupre drives baseline, cut off there. Up top to Presley, left wing, deep three on the way. It's no good. Long rebound, Proctor. He'll kick it up top to a cutting Presley. He'll back it out to the right wing with 35 seconds remaining in the half. Up top, Canfield. Left wing to Dupre. Eagles swinging it around. Get it to Mayhew at the left block, and or the left elbow, and he'll be fouled from behind as Noah Kim puts the elbows into the back of Mayhew, and that'll be a foul on Kim, his first foul. 29.5 seconds remaining. As Evan Mayhew goes to the free throw line, 2 for 8 from the year. First free throw is off the back iron, no good. (33-26), Cedar Park by 7. Second free throw from Mayhew is off the iron, no good. It bounces around, and Ismail comes away with it for Cedar Park. He'll bring it across the timeline with 25 seconds remaining. Right wing. Skip it over left wing to Gonzalez. Left baseline. Penland drives in. He'll put it up off the glass. Can't get it to. Mayhew with the rebound. Gives it off to Presley. 16 seconds remaining in the half. Presley will bring it across the timeline with 12 seconds remaining. Dribbles left wing for Georgetown. Gets a high screen from Mayhew. Dribbles off that all the way down to the right block. Up and under, but blocked by Ismail. Here comes Cedar Park. 3 seconds remaining. Down low to Penland. He goes up. Blocked by Dupre. Ismail's putback no good. And the first half comes to an end. 33-26. Cedar Park leads it by 7 over Georgetown after one half of play. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll bring you some first half stats and second half action. Georgetown basketball brought to you by Mack Hike Ford Lincoln and Mack Hike Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Georgetown. Enjoy the break. We'll be right back here on the SHN Sports Network. Back here live, Cedar Park High School. We go to the second half. That was a quick timeout there. Now they've extended it another minute. They ran it out. It was only 5 or 6 minutes. The dance team for Cedar Park performed, and all of a sudden I looked up and the time was gone. I apologize. Now I got to find out where I put my glasses. Georgetown trails at half by 7, 33-26. Cedar Park led in scoring between two players, Ethan O'Connor and Williamson. Both had 8 points apiece. Ismail had 6. Gonzalez and Faulkner both had 4. And Nelson had 3 for their 33. In foul trouble for the Timberwolves, number 14. That is Kalen Williamson, the 6'7 junior. He picked up 3 fouls in the first half, so he's the only Cedar Park Timberwolf truly in foul trouble. Faulkner and Gonzalez both have 2 personal fouls. For your Georgetown Eagles, led in scoring by number 13, Kai Canfield. He has 7 points in the ballgame, all from the free throw line. And then 5 for Presley and Dupre, 4 for Evan Mayhew, 3 for Charles Johnson, and 2 for Cooper Christensen for the Eagles' 26 points. 1 foul for Proctor, Capers, Bullion, and Presley. That is it for Georgetown. Only 4 personal fouls in the first half. As we get ready to go back to action, the 5 starters for the Georgetown Eagles on the floor, as well as the 5 starters for the Cedar Park Timberwolves. Here to start the second half, Georgetown will have the ball to start, trailing by 7. 33-26. Scoreboard issues tonight, so I'll bring it to you as best I can, constant with the time left in the half, and we'll get that figured out before Thursday, the Jack Frost tournament game action. Presley has it for Georgetown, left wing to Christensen. Christensen gives it off to Canfield. He'll get a screen there. Cuts between players up top. Now swing it to Presley. Down to Mayhew. Nice job there on a screen by Dupre. And Mayhew lays it up and in. Now with 6 points in the ball game. And the Eagles score first here in the second half. Quickly back down. Faulkner has it. Left wing. He'll push through. Dribble up top. Give it right wing to Honahan. Honahan will dribble there. Or kick left side to Williamson. Left wing. Mayhew picks him up. Looks to drive. Picks up the dribble. Now he'll hand it off to O'Connor. He'll dribble up top. Drew has it there against Christensen. Left wing into the hands of Honahan. He'll come off a screen. Up top, Faulkner has it now. 7:15 left, third quarter. 33-28. Georgetown trails by 5. Right wing into the hands of Ethan O'Connor. He looks low. Now he'll dribble up top against Canfield. Cuts back. Right wing drives in and runs over Q Presley. He's going to throw it up. They're going to count the bucket and call the foul on Presley. So Ethan O'Connor knocks down his first shot and has a chance at a three-point play. They're going to call it on Q Presley, his second personal foul in the ballgame. First team foul on Georgetown here in the third quarter. O'Connor now has 10 points for the Timberwolves, a chance to make it 11 with the free throw coming. 7:03 remaining third quarter. O'Connor knocks down the free throw as well. He has 11 points and the lead up to 8, 36-28. 7 minutes as Presley crosses the timeline, left side. Picks up his dribble, skips it over to Canfield, right side. Skip pass back to Christensen, left side. Zone defense for the Timberwolves. Canfield will dribble down, skip pass to Presley, left wing. He holds there, looks for a cutter. Now skip back to Canfield, right baseline. He'll quick fire a 3. It's an air ball short. Honahan the rebound for Cedar Park. He'll give it off to Faulkner, skip ahead. Ethan O'Connor, right wing, slows it back down to Faulkner. Left wing into the hands of Drew O'Connor. Up top to Honahan. Right wing into the hands of Ethan O'Connor. Presley on him, up top to Williamson. Tries a backdoor pass. Cooper Christensen, a great backdoor cut to make the steal. He'll drive all the way down, right block, goes up, and the foul. Williamson picks up his 4th foul. Not a good decision by Williamson, but a great decision by Cooper Christensen to take it right at Williamson. And he'll go back to the bench with 4 personal fouls. And quickly off the bench for Cedar Park will come the sub. It's going to be Reed Vines. So a great job by Cooper Christensen. His first free throw short off the front iron, no good. Vines will come in for Williamson. He'll sit with the 4 fouls with 5:58 remaining here in the third quarter. Christensen's second free throw is good. He now has 3 points in the ballgame. And the lead back down to 7, 36-29, 5:55 left. As Ethan O'Connor up top to Honahan, left wing to Faulkner. He'll drive baseline. Mayhew blocks the shot. Presley comes away with it. Nice block there by Evan Mayhew. Kick it ahead. Mayhew dribbles down, dumps it to Dupre. He'll lay it up and in from the right side. Ryan Dupre now with 7 points. A good assist there by Mayhew, and Cedar Park will bring it across the timeline. 5:35 remaining, third quarter. The lead down to 5. Down low to Vines. He'll spin on Mayhew. Cut off there, kicks it up top. Ethan O'Connor back to Vines at the free throw line. He'll fake, go up. Mayhew can't get the block, and Vines lays it up and in. Nice job there by Reed Vines to get Mayhew in the air and get the bucket for the Timberwolves. 38-31. They lead by 7. Dupre splits the defense. Down low to Mayhew, but it's stolen away by O'Connor. Skip ahead to Ethan O'Connor, and he lays it up and in. And the Timberwolves quickly back up by 9, 40-31. 5 minutes remaining, third quarter. Into Mayhew, right block, gives it off to Dupree. Little jumper in the middle of the lane is off the rim, no good. Rebound Faulkner. Here come the Timberwolves across the timeline. Faulkner kicks it over, left wing to Drew O'Connor. Into the left elbow, pulls up the jumper, no good. And over the back goes number 10, Honahan. He'll pick up the foul as he went over the back of Canfield trying to get that rebound. Honahan will pick up his second personal foul. Second team foul on the Timberwolves as number 5, Ismail, comes back in for Honahan for the Timberwolves. 4:43 remaining, 40-31. Cedar Park leads by 9. Scoreboard technical difficulties on our end. Sorry about that. We'll keep the score coming as best as possible. Presley across the timeline to Canfield. Right baseline, Dupre. Up top, Presley. Down to Christensen. Swinging all the way around. Now skip pass over to Presley. Right baseline 3 on the way. No good. Rebound, Dupre. Right block, lays it up and in. Can't get the foul. And Mayhew gets the rebound, and he's fouled going back up. So Evan Mayhew will go to the free throw line. The foul is going to be whistled on number 2, Faulkner. That'll be his third personal foul, third team foul on the Timberwolves, and that'll send Evan Mayhew back to the free throw line. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Evan Mayhew with the line. First free throw for Mayhew is off the back iron, no good. 4:25 remaining as Gonzalez will check in for the Timberwolves in place of Drew O'Connor. So on the floor for the Timberwolves, Vines, Ismail, Gonzalez, Ethan O'Connor, and a Faulkner. Mayhew's second free throw is good. First of the night. 1 for 4 from the line is Mayhew. And the lead back to 8 for Cedar Park, 40-32. Ismail gives it off to Vines, top of the key. He'll look to drive on Mayhew. Kick it up top, and Presley knocks it free. Christensen has the steal for Georgetown. And the Eagles will slow it down. Christensen across the timeline, 4:10 remaining, third quarter. Left wing into the hands of Canfield. Left baseline, Dupre will set up, fires a 3. Good! Ryan Dupre, his first three-pointer of the ball game, now with 10 points in the game. And the lead cut back to 5 for Cedar Park, 40-35. Faulkner across the timeline, right wing into the hands of Ismail. He'll fire a three-pointer there and knock it down. He answers quickly. Christensen went for the steal. And Hines had plenty of time to set up for that 3. He now has 9 points in the ball game. 43-35. Cedar Park by 8. 3:35 left, third quarter. Presley will hand it off to Canfield, right wing. Dribble off a screen, kick it over to Dupre, left side. Dupre looks to drive on Ismail, goes down to the left block, spins back middle of the lane. His shot jumper blocked by Ismail, and he comes away with it. Here come the Timberwolves. Ismail dribbles down, left wing. Stops, cuts in the middle of the lane, takes it all the way to the hoop. Mayhew blocked it, altered that shot. Dupre comes away with it. Dupre ahead to Canfield, kick it to Christensen, left baseline. He'll fire a 3, off the iron, no good, but Presley will run it down for Georgetown and slow it down with 3:05 remaining third quarter. Presley into the middle of the lane, reverse layup, too strong, no good. Rebound Vines for the Timberwolves. Gives it off to Ismail, and here come the Timberwolves leading by 8, 43-35. Left baseline 3 by O'Connor is good. And a quick timeout here by Coach Brown, as Ethan O'Connor hits the corner 3 for Cedar Park, and the lead up to 11 with 2:53 remaining in the third quarter. Quick timeout. We'll take it with them. Georgetown basketball continues in a moment. Back out of the timeout. Georgetown will inbound. 2:50 remaining here in the third quarter. They trail by 11, 46-35. Canfield across the timeline, right wing to Charles Johnson, who's checked in. Now to Bouillon, down to Dupre on the right elbow, but he'll be fouled from behind by Reed Vines. That will be Vines for second personal foul. Fourth team foul on the Timberwolves, and the Eagles will inbound on the baseline. 2:39 remaining. Christensen gets it into Bouillon, right block, down low to Dupre on the left block. He'll back it out. Charles Johnson up top to Canfield, right wing to Christensen. Swing it around the outside. Bouillon has it. Now up to Christensen. Kicks it over left wing to Johnson. Looking down low to get it to Dupre. Can't do it. Swing it around to Canfield right wing. Dribbles against Gonzalez. Tries to go low to Dupre, but it's stolen away by Vines on the pass. Kick it ahead, and here comes Ortiz. He'll lay it up. Can't get it to go. Vines with the backside rebound. His putback no good. Rebound Bouillon. Kick it ahead to Christensen. Cooper drives all the way in. Splits defenders. Puts it up and in. Nice take there by Christensen, as he now has 5 points in the ball game. The lead back down to 9, 46-37. Nelson up top, Ismail, right wing to Ortiz. He'll drive in, kick it back to Nelson, up top Ismail. Over to Vines, left wing, fakes the three, tries to drive in. Up top Ismail, he'll fire the three. In and out, no good. Ryan Dupre with the rebound. He'll kick it ahead to Charles Johnson across the timeline, left wing. He'll give it off to Canfield, left baseline. Back to Johnson, 1:35 remaining, third quarter. Dupre has it right wing, 46-37. Dupre drives, kicks it over to Johnson, now to Christensen. Fakes the three, and now up top to Bouillon. Down to Dupre, right block, but it's tipped out of bounds away from Dupre by Vines. Good defense there. And the Eagles will have to reset on the baseline with 1:26 remaining. 46-37, Cedar Park leads it by 9. Christensen to inbound, gets it to Bouillon, right baseline. He'll drive into the right block, puts it up. It's contested from behind, and it'll be run down in the quarter by Ismail for Cedar Park. Kicks it ahead to Nelson, and Nelson will lose it out of bounds, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Kai Canfield. So the Timberwolves will have to reset with 1:16 remaining in the third quarter. 46-37, Cedar Park leads it over Georgetown. And a couple more subs come back in for Georgetown. Evan Mayhew and Q Presley check into the ball game. Kai Canfield and Ryan Dupre will check out. It's on the floor for Georgetown. Presley, Bouillon, Johnson, Christensen, and Mayhew. As Nelson inbounds to Vines for Cedar Park with 1:15 remaining. Nelson has it out near midcourt, covered by Presley. Kicks it right wing to the hands of Ortiz. He's up top to Ismail. Ismail swings it to Nelson left wing, down to Vines on the left baseline. Tries to go by Mayhew, up and under, but it's no good. Foul on the floor, but they're going to get the foul there on Evan Mayhew. That'll be his first personal foul, second team foul on Georgetown. So Cedar Park will inbound with 59 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Ortiz to inbound. Gets it to Nelson off a screen. He'll fire a three. It's long, no good. Rebound Christensen for Georgetown. Cooper will slow it down, kick it ahead to Presley across the timeline. Top of the key, holds it there with 50 seconds. Left wing to Bouillon. Up top to Cooper, now to Presley. Swing it around, right wing into the hands of Johnson. Down low to Mayhew, but it's knocked out of bounds by Reed Vines. Good defense there again by Vines for Timberwolves. And the Eagles will have to reset on the baseline. 42.7 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Inbound to Mayhew up top, and he alley-oops it up and lays it in. Nice pass and nice bucket there for Mayhew. 46-39. Cedar Park leads it by 7. 30 seconds remaining, third quarter. Nelson dribbles, kicks it up top to Ismail. Christensen can't get this still. Ismail back to Nelson, swing it around. Gonzalez right baseline three, knocks it down for the Timberwolves. Gonzalez now has 7 points in the ball game. And the lead back up to 10, 49-39. Presley has it with 10 seconds remaining. Left wing, gets a high screen from Mayhew, dribbles across it to the right wing. Skip it over to Mayhew. It's knocked free. Mayhew can't save it, and it's out of bounds off of Georgetown. Turnover on the Eagles with 4 seconds remaining in the quarter. Vines will inbound to Ismail in the backcourt. 2 seconds remaining as he crosses midcourt. A half-court shot up. Off the rim, no good. And the third quarter comes to an end. 49-39. Cedar Park leads it over Georgetown after 3 complete. We'll take a timeout. Come back with fourth quarter action. Georgetown basketball continues in just a moment. for fourth quarter action here at Cedar Park High School. Cedar Park will have the ball to start the third quarter. After this break, they'll come on the floor. On the floor for Georgetown. Same five that left at the end of the third quarter. Presley, Johnson, Bullion, Mayhew, and Christensen on the floor. For the Timberwolves, Ismail, Nelson, Ortiz, Gonzalez, and Noah Kim. Gonzalez dribbles up top against Bullion. Right wing, but a hand check foul whistled there on Landry Bullion. His second foul. First team foul on Georgetown here in the fourth quarter. Cedar Park will inbound on the near sideline into the backcourt to Nelson. Nelson goes left wing into the hands of Gonzalez, covered by Bullion. 7:45 remaining in the ball game. Gonzalez up top, swings it right wing to Nelson. Gives it off to Ismail at the right elbow. He goes to the free throw line. The jumper is up, short off the rim, and the ball tipped out by Ortiz to Ismail, and Cedar Park will reset with 7:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Ismail dribbles against Christensen, left wing, gives it off to Ortiz. He gives it to Kim, backdoor cut to Ortiz. Ortiz will lay it up over Christensen. Give Ortiz his first 2 points of the ball game. And a 51-39 lead. Left wing, Bullion will fire a three. No one picked him up. And Landry Bullion knocks down his first points of the ball game. The big three there for Georgetown. And the lead cut back to 9, 51-42. Foul whistled here on the near sideline. A blocking foul called on Presley. That'll be Q Presley's third personal foul. Second team foul on Georgetown here in the fourth quarter as Christensen will check out. Ryan Dupre back on the floor for Georgetown. Ortiz will inbound to the backcourt to Nelson. 7 minutes left here in the ball game. Nelson dribbles across the timeline. Tries to drive in. And a blocking foul whistled on Q Presley again. That'll be his fourth foul, third team foul. Now Kai Canfield will check back in for Georgetown. Q Presley will take a seat with 4 personal fouls. Dupre, Johnson, Bullion, Mayhew, and Canfield on the floor. Gonzalez inbounds to Nelson near midcourt. 6:55 remaining in the ball game. Right wing into the hands of Ortiz. Picked up by Bullion. Up top to Kim. Right wing, he'll hand it off to Gonzalez. A high screen. Gonzalez kicks it over to Ismail. Top of the key, looks to drive on Dupre. Kick it out, Nelson. Up top to Kim. Kim will dribble towards the left. Now back right. Give it off to Ismail with 6:35 remaining. And then Ismail whistled for a travel here on the near side as he took off running before the dribble got to the floor. And a turnover on the Timberwolves gives it right back to Georgetown. 51-42. Cedar Park leads by 9. Canfield for the Eagles across the timeline with 6.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Dribbles towards the left wing. Now up top. Hits Mayhew in the middle of the lane. Spins. He'll put it up. Get the bucket and the foul. Nice move there by Evan Mayhew to stay strong and get the bucket. And the foul will be called on number 15, Noah Kim, his second personal foul. First team foul on the Timberwolves here in the fourth quarter. But Evan Mayhew, a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play. He now has 11 points of the ballgame, a chance to make it 12 if he can knock the free throw down. And he does. So a nice job there by Mayhew. Cut it down to a 6-point deficit for Georgetown, 51-45. 6:20 left here in the ballgame. Mayhew will check out. Ronald Proctor back in the ballgame for Georgetown. Nelson in the backcourt, covered by Canfield. He'll bring it across the timeline, right side. Spin in the middle of the lane, go down low. Gonzalez pumps a man in the air. Johnson flies by, and Gonzalez lays it up and in. He's now has 9 points in the ballgame. And the lead back up to 8, 53-45. Dupre, left baseline into the hands of Johnson. He'll drive baseline right past his man Ortiz and lay it up and in. Charles Johnson now with 5 points in the ballgame. And the lead back down to 6, 53-47. Ismail across the timeline. Looks to drive, kick it out. Ortiz left baseline, fakes the three, drives in, cut off there. And what a job there by Charles Johnson, but he'll knock it out of bounds. So Cedar Park will have to reset with 5:40 remaining here in the ballgame. They lead it 53-47. Vines and Faulkner and Williamson back in the ballgame for the Cedar Park Timberwolves. They'll join Honahan and Gonzalez on the floor. Inbound to the backcourt for Cedar Park to Faulkner. He'll bring it across the timeline. 5:35 left in the ballgame, leading by 6, 53-47. Honahan left wing. He'll go up top to Williamson. Give it off to Vines. Vines looking for a cutter, now kicks it out to Honahan, left wing, drives in, and he's whistled for a travel as he came set, looking to make the pass. But a traveling violation turns it over right back to Georgetown. 5:24 remaining in the ball game. And now Coach Brown is going to take a timeout for Cedar Park, a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him. 5:24 remaining in the ball game. 53-47, Cedar Park leads it over Georgetown. Georgetown basketball continues in a moment. Back here at Cedar Park High School, we're in the fourth quarter. 5:24 remaining in the ball game. Georgetown trails it by 6, 53-47. Cedar Park has the lead. Georgetown inbounds in the backcourt. Canfield will bring it across the timeline. Bouillon, Proctor, Canfield, Johnson, and Dupre on the floor. Bouillon has it right baseline to Proctor. Up top, swing it around. Johnson has it left baseline, looks to drive, kicks it back out. Dupre left wing, fakes the three, drives in, and a whistle here on the near side. Traveling violation called on Dupre. Turnover on the Eagles. And Cedar Park will inbound with 5:09 remaining in the ball game. Faulkner in the backcourt. Now they'll kick it over to Honahan, and he'll hand it off to Faulkner. Covered tightly by Canfield. He'll give it off to Vines, left wing to Honahan. He'll dribble up towards the top, give it off to Vines. Vines drives down, kicks it out to Williamson. Now to Honahan. Cedar Park playing catcher on the outside. Vines has it left baseline, down to Williamson on the left block. Covered by Dupre. Tries to go low, does, throws an elbow and knocks Dupre down. Doesn't get the foul call. And now a foul called on the backside. The 30-second timeout. And here's the thing. That 30-second timeout by Coach Brown was not used as a timeout. It was used as a session to go gripe at the officials. And he gets the first call there. Williamson threw the elbow at Dupre and knocked him down. Should have been called a foul. It wasn't. They'll whistle this one on Canfield. That'll be his first. And that'll be the 14th foul in the quarter for Georgetown. And Cedar Park will inbound. Bouillon will come out and coach at Canfield now at midcourt, talking to one of the officials. But Coach Brown, he executed it well. He took that 30-second timeout and chirped at the official the entire time. He draws the first call after that timeout, beneficial to Cedar Park. Inbound back to Williamson, top of the key. Over to Vines, has it right wing. He looks to drive, kicks it off to Honahan. Up top to Faulkner, reset, 4:35 remaining in the ball game. Up by 6, 53-47. Backdoor pass, but it's got away, and Canfield gets the steal for Georgetown. He'll drive in, he throws it up, can't get it to go, and now an offensive foul, and 2 for 2 goes the Cedar Park Timberwolves. That foul called on Canfield. And Coach Canfield in the ear of the official. And now Coach Canfield receives a technical foul. He has every right to argue that one, though. After the timeout called by Coach Brown, where he just chirped to the official the entire time, he has gotten every call since then. And a great use of a timeout by Coach Brown. It's worked because the officials have turned their attention back towards Georgetown. And so now Ismail will go to the free throw line for 2 technical shots. First shot by Ismail is good. Canfield picks up his second foul, 5th of the quarter for the Eagles. But now a technical foul whistled on Coach Canfield. Ismail knocks down both free throws. Technical foul called at 4:27 remaining in the ball game. And Ismail knocks them both down. He now has 11 points in the ball game. The lead back up to 8, 55-47. Vines, skip pass, Honahan left wing, up top Faulkner. Cedar Park slowing it down, playing catch outside the arc. Gives it off to Williamson, left wing. He loses it, gets it back, throws it up top. Christensen will knock it out of bounds. Good defense there by Cooper Christensen. And now Cedar Park will inbound right near the scorer's table with 4:13 remaining in the ball game. 55-47, they lead by 8. Ismail into Vines. He's doubled up, dribbles out of trouble. Kicks it over to Faulkner, right wing. Back to Vines, top of the key, left wing to Honahan. Faulkner has it right side. Into Vines. Vines will dribble in, but a travel called on Vines there. He had an opportunity, a kind of a 3-on-2 there, but then took off with it. Whistled for the travel. Turnover on the Timberwolves. Proctor will come out. Mayhew comes in for Georgetown. 3:59 remaining in the ball game. 55-47. Cedar Park by 8. Canfield across the timeline. Left wing to Dupre. He'll hold there. Up top to Johnson. Off to Canfield, right wing. He holds there against Faulkner. Into Mayhew at the right elbow. Backdoor cut by Canfield. Kick it out. Christensen left baseline. Up top to Dupre. He'll look to drive on Vines, middle of the lane. Kicks it out. Canfield right wing. He fakes, but whistled for a traveling violation. I'm not seeing a travel called this many times in a ball game in a long time. And a lot of traveling violations. Turnover on Georgetown. And Proctor right back in for Mayhew on the defensive end. Vines the inbound in front of the Georgetown bench. 3:35 remaining in the ball game. Inbound to Faulkner. Doubled up. Kicks it over to Ismail in the backcourt. He'll dribble. Kick it off to Faulkner. Still in the backcourt. Get it across to Vines. Kick it ahead to Honahan. Left wing. He'll slow it down. Back up to Vines. Left side. Down low to Williamson. Left block. Up top to Faulkner. But a traveling violation called again. Must be a focus point on the season in the officiating ranks, as that is maybe the 10th or 11th traveling violation called tonight. And Coach Brown is going to take another timeout for Cedar Park with 3:20 left here in the ballgame. 55-47. Cedar Park leads it by 8. Quick timeout. Georgetown basketball continues in a moment. Out of the timeout called by Coach Brown of Cedar Park. Georgetown will have the ball. Trailing by 8, 55-47. Cedar Park leads it 3 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the ball game. Christensen in the backcourt. He'll bring it across the timeline for Georgetown. Right wing to Canfield. Covered by Faulkner, and a pushing foul called there on Faulkner. That'll be his 4th personal foul. 2nd team foul on Cedar Park here in the 4th quarter. Eagles inbound, 3:10 remaining in the ball game. Christensen has it, top of the key. Right wing to Canfield. Now to Dupre on the right baseline. Up top to Christensen. Back to Canfield. Comes off a screen, and a whistle call. Traveling violation on Georgetown. Proctor will come back in for Mayhew on the defensive end. Honahan will inbound in front of the Georgetown bench. Gets it to Ismail. He'll push across the timeline. Picked up by Proctor. Doubled up. Gives it to Vines. And now a jump ball whistled here. Nope. They're going to call a foul on Georgetown. That will be on Ryan Dupre. His first personal foul. And that'll send Reed Vines to the free throw line for the first time. 2 free throws coming here for Vines. First one in and out, no good. 2:56 remaining in the ballgame. 55-47. Q Presley will check back in for Ronald Proctor for the Eagles. So the Eagles have on the floor Canfield, Presley, Christensen, Charles Johnson, and Ryan Dupre. Vines' second free throw is good. He now has 3 points in the ballgame. And the lead up to 9. 56-47. Presley right baseline to Johnson. Fakes the 3. Now drives baseline. Picks up his dribble. Kicks it up top. Dupre. He'll take a straight on 3. It's on the way. Good. Ryan Dupre knocks it down over Williamson. Dupre now with 13 in the ball game. And the lead down to 6. 56-50. Turnover. The Eagles come away with the steal. Presley has it across the timeline. 2.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Gives it off to Dupre. He looks to drive all the way to the bucket. Lays it up and in, left-handed. Contested layup, and Coach Canfield's going to take a timeout. The Eagles have cut it to 4 here with 2:23 remaining in the ball game. Dupre knocks it down for his 15th point, and it's a 56-52 ball game here at Cedar Park High School. We'll take the timeout. Eagle basketball continues in a moment. Two minutes, 23 seconds remain in this one here at Cedar Park High School. Georgetown has cut into the Cedar Park lead. They've got it down to 4, 56-52. Cedar Park leads. Cedar Park will inbound after Dupre knocks down 2 baskets in a row, a three-pointer, and then got a layup off the steal. And the lead down to 4. 2:23 remaining. Vines in the backcourt trying to inbound, and a steal by Canfield. Georgetown has it. Good pressure in the backcourt. Canfield has it, gets it up top to Christensen. He'll dribble past his man, back to Canfield, right baseline. Holds there. He'll drive on Faulkner in, puts it up. It's contested. They're going to call it on the floor, but a foul whistled, and it's on Faulkner. That'll be his 5th personal foul. Faulkner's out of the ball game for Cedar Park. 3rd team foul on the Timberwolves. A 30-second timeout whistled here for Cedar Park. Nope, it's going to be called by Coach Canfield of Georgetown. We'll take it with them. 2:15 remaining in the ball game. A 4-point lead for Cedar Park. 56-52. Quick timeout. Eagle basketball continues in a moment. Of that timeout back here at Cedar Park High School. Georgetown 52, Cedar Park 56. Georgetown will inbound underneath their own basket after a steal by Canfield. Inbound to Canfield, left baseline, quick fire 3, good! Kai knocks it down, his first 3 of the ball game, now with 10 points. And it's down to a 2-point deficit. 1-point game, 56-55. 2 minutes remaining in the ball game. Ethan O'Connor, left wing to Honahan, up to Vines, down to Williamson, left baseline, down low to Vines. No one picked him up, and Vines lays it up and in. Nice pass there from Williamson to Vines. Vines now with 5 points in the ball game. Cedar Park leads it by 3, 58-55. Canfield takes it up, lays it up, no foul. Can't get it to go. Rebound Cedar Park. Ismail dribbles through traffic, 3-on-1, down low to Ethan O'Connor. Fakes, and now he'll back it up. Throw it up top to Williamson. Back to Ethan O'Connor, right wing. Into Vines. Vines picked up, lays it off to Ismail, and he'll lay it up and in. Backdoor cut by Ismail. Now has 13 points, and Cedar Park quickly back up by 5, 60-55. Presley has it. Now to Canfield. He'll quick fire a 3 from the right side. Good! Don't let him heat up, folks. He'll get deadly. Canfield knocks down 2 threes in a row now, and the Eagles cut it back. 2-point ball game. Vines across the timeline, gives it off to Ismail. Up top, Honahan. Right wing to Ethan O'Connor. Back to Honahan to Ismail. Playing keep away with 1 minute remaining in a 2-point lead. Vines at the free throw line. Tries to go down low to Williamson. The ball comes free, but a foul whistle there on it. Q Presley. And that'll be Q Presley's 5th personal foul. He's fouled out, and that'll send Williamson to the free throw line for 2 shots with 53.6 seconds remaining. Williamson hasn't scored since the first quarter. He's been in foul trouble. Sat the entire 3rd quarter after picking up a foul quickly to start the second half. Well, the foul wasn't on Presley, so I'm not sure who they gave it to, but Williamson knocks down his free throw. Now with 9 points in the ball game. The lead up to 3, 61-58. Williamson readies, fires it away. Free throw, good. 10 points in the game for Williamson, and the lead up to 4 now, 62-58. 53 seconds remaining. Presley across the timeline. Gives it off to Christensen. Up top to Dupre. He'll stop and fire a 3 over Vines. It's off the back iron, no good. Christensen gets the rebound. Gives it off to Canfield. He'll drive in. Kicks it up to Mayhew. Mayhew strip, gets it back. Kicks it over to Christensen. Left baseline. 3 on the way. Air ball, no good. Rebound Honahan. He'll give it off to Ethan O'Connor. Timberwolves across the timeline. 33 seconds to Dupre will foul O'Connor. That'll be Ryan's second personal foul. And that'll send Ethan O'Connor to the free throw line for 2 shots. Ethan O'Connor, 16 points in the ball game. 2 for 3 from the free throw line. 62-58, make it 62-58. He misses the first one. 30.7 seconds remaining. Georgetown trails by 4. O'Connor it back to the free throw line. His second free throw is on the way, and this one is good. 17 points in the game for O'Connor. The lead up to 5. 63-58. Presley across the timeline. Left wing, reverse behind the back. Drives in, dumps it down to Mayhew. He'll put it up contested. Gets it to go and draws the foul. Evan Mayhew. Count it and a chance for a 3-point play. The whistle on Ismail. His second foul. And Evan Mayhew will go to the free throw line for a chance for a 3-point play. Mayhew now with 14 in the game, chance to make it 15. (63-60). Georgetown trails by 3. Mayhew a chance to make it a 2-point deficit with 24.2 seconds remaining. Mayhew's free throw misses. Ismail gets the rebound. He'll dribble through, and Dupre will foul him, and Ismail will go back to the free throw line for 2 shots. Dupre's third personal foul. 21.3 seconds remaining. Ismail 3 for 3 from the free throw line so far here in the ball game. First free throw for Ismail on the way. In and out, no good. Still remains a 1-possession ball game. Charles Johnson will check in for Evan Mayhew for the Eagles. Christensen, Presley, Dupre, Johnson, and Canfield on the floor for Georgetown. Fines, Honahan, Ethan O'Connor, Williamson, and Ismail on the floor for Cedar Park. 21.3 seconds remaining. The free throw from Ismail makes it a 2-possession ball game as he knocks that one down. 64-60. Cedar Park leads it. Coach Brown will take a full timeout. We'll take it with him. Georgetown trails 64-60 with 20 seconds remaining. Quick timeout. Eagle basketball continues in a moment. Georgetown inbounds, 21.3 seconds remaining. Q Presley quickly across the timeline, right wing. Gives it off to a trailing Canfield, fakes the 3. He'll fire one up, but a whistle on a traveling violation called on Canfield. Turnover back to Cedar Park. 14.6 seconds remaining. 64-60. Cedar Park leads by 4. Honahan to inbound. Gets it to Ismail. Fouled. Nope. Gets it over to Ethan O'Connor in the backcourt. And he'll be fouled there by Canfield. That'll be Canfield's third personal. And that'll send Ethan O'Connor back to the free throw line. Two free throws coming here. 17 points. O'Connor's first free throw on the way. Short off the front iron. 64-60. 9.1 seconds remaining. Connor takes his time at the free throw line. Sets. Second free throw on the way is good. 65-60. Presley across the timeline. Fouled from behind by Ethan O'Connor, and Coach Brown not happy with that one. Chance for Georgetown to make the points. That's the fifth foul. It should be free throws. An alley-oop down low to Dupre. The block by Williamson off Dupre. And that will end the ball game as it's dribbled out by Ismail. He'll dunk it in after the buzzer. 65-60 your final. Cedar Park wins it by 5. They improved to 1-4 on the year. Georgetown falls to 2-3 after the loss. Next action for Georgetown will be on Thursday at the Jack Frost Tournament back at Georgetown High School. Quick timeout, come back with some final numbers, and close it out. Georgetown basketball continues on SHN Sports in just a minute. Back here live, Cedar Park High School. Georgetown falls 65-60 to the Cedar Park Timberwolves. Georgetown falls to 2-3 on the year. Cedar Park improves to 1-4 on the season. Georgetown's next action Thursday at the Jack Frost Tournament. Go Google Jack Frost Tournament 2023. You can find all the pools and the schedule, all the games. They'll be played Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at the Jack Frost Tournament. Georgetown will play Thursday evening and then 2 games on Friday before Saturday's bracket play. The Cedar Park Timberwolves, 4 points for Faulkner, 10 points for Williamson, 5 for Vines, 3 for Nelson, 14 for Ismail, 9 for Gonzalez, 2 for Ortiz, and they're led by Ethan O'Connor with 18 points. Georgetown, 3 points for Landry Bullion, 5 points apiece for Charles Johnson, Cooper Christensen, and Q Presley. 13 points for Kai Canfield, 14 for Evan Mayhew, and Ryan Dupre leads all scorers for Georgetown with 15 points on the night. 65-60, Cedar Park wins it over Georgetown here at Cedar Park High School. We'll sign off for tonight and see you Thursday evening live from Georgetown High School when the Eagles will take on Lake Highlands in the Jack Frost Tournament in game number 1 of pool play. Thanks for joining us tonight here. First Responder Broadcasting proudly brings you Georgetown Eagle basketball live on the SHN Sports Network, in part thanks to, solely in part, to Mack Hike, Ford, Lincoln in Georgetown, and Mack Hike, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Georgetown, your exclusive sponsors of Georgetown Eagle basketball here on the First Responder Broadcasting presentation of Georgetown basketball. Thanks for joining us tonight. 65-60, Georgetown falls to Cedar Park. We'll see you Thursday night live on the SHN Sports Network. Thanks for joining us, and remember, it doesn't cost you a dime to be kind. Have a good night.